Hi there, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everybody's doing well. The Tenants. The Tenants. I don't think I've ever recorded a video for YouTube of this game. And I am sorry it is sped up because I recorded more than an hour of this. And wow, I haven't played this probably in well over a year, maybe longer. And so much has changed. And so much of it I forgot. I'm screwing up here. I'm putting wood, and then it's like, oh, that's the room they want me to work on. I forgot the controls, the mechanics of the game. Wow. But I was really into this one for a while. And this is a game where I definitely want to make money. But for whatever reason, this time around, I keep looking at, I think that guy at the top is me, Mr. Chow. I don't know. And I'm following those guidelines up there at the top left. Do this, now do this, now try doing this. I was following along with that before I realized I was even doing it. My goal has always been in this one is to make a lot of money and then go back and start buying properties, fix them up, and rent them out. I thought that was the premise of the game. But there are so many changes now that I'm not sure I know what I'm doing at all. Like this here. It kept saying that it's missing utilities. You have to add electricity now. I'm like, well, what do I just touch this box? That's the electric box, right? And it took me a while to figure out, no. And then Uncle Lenny comes in and he sets it up and I'm like, well, how do I get rid of Uncle Lenny now? I don't remember. How do we get back into build mode? What do I do? I couldn't figure it out. It hasn't been that long since I played this game, or have there been that many changes? Also, well, I figured it out. It's right. You ask them to leave, then you say yeah. And all these pop-ups, oh my gosh. I tried to read them, and the problem I have with things like that is I'm not understanding what I'm reading. So it's totally useless to me. But you get these item points. At this point, I have, I think, 8 of them. I didn't know how to work that either. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what they do for you. I don't like change. I'm not comfortable with change. If I had been on top of this game from the start, it probably would have made a much more sense to me. And the other problem I have with change is the devs tend to listen to majority. And I think I've mentioned this, especially with The Sims 4. You might think that's what you want, and you might think that's how the game should be run until it's actually implemented. And then you realize way too late, no, that was a bad idea. And that's what I don't like about it. But, you know, opinion is opinion. So these, yeah, the item unlocks, I remember that, I think, but I could not. I'm like, well, how do I get home? Do I even have a home? This stuff, this prestige, and I don't know. I don't know what any of it means, but I was trying to get home. And apparently I don't even have a home. I thought you started out in that little trailer. Maybe I'm confusing this with something. This thing here, the skill tree. It took me the longest time to figure it out, and I still don't understand what it's for. But see, now this apparently is a home I own, but I can't get into it. I don't have a place to live. And this too, now, did we always have to pay their bills when they didn't? I don't remember ever doing that. I could be wrong, but I do not ever remember paying my renter's bills. There was an option to tell them either politely or rudely, you're past due, and then they would send you the money, right? I don't know. How many of you guys have played this game? Do you continue to play it? Because that was another thing I wanted to mention. I know it's only $13, but I don't have $13 to buy the soundtrack for this game. And I thought if he's charging you to buy the soundtrack, then I'd probably get in huge trouble using it on YouTube. And that might be why you don't see a lot of these videos on YouTube. Maybe you do. I just never found them. I don't know. It's a cute game, but I cut out all of the audio, and they have some funny sounds. And it's kind of cute. I'm not unhappy with the artistry. Is that what you would say? The illustrations? I think it's kind of neat. But right now I'm just trying to do this. It says to achieve a job rating, total job rating of 15. I have no idea what that means, but I, on the phone, normally look for the most expensive payout, and I also look for something that is not too difficult to work. I don't like spending too long on a decorating job until I feel more comfortable. But these are relatively easy because on the upper, well, where the phone is right now, when you go into a job, it tells you everything in a row that the client wants you to add to the house. It even gives you their taste preferences, color preferences. It's not a difficulty thing to do. But there was one job, I don't know if it's still here, maybe they got rid of it with all these changes, but I believe it was a drug den that they wanted just updated. Man, that took hours and hours and hours. By the way, I don't know who lives in this house. It looks like a girl, but in that bed there, it looks like a guy. I could not, they just refused to do anything about this electric box. I kept trying to click on it. I kept trying to click on the person, and nothing was happening. So I don't know why that did that. Also, there's a crease in their tub, and I don't understand that either. So I had Uncle Lenny come and fix the stove. And then the rental, what are they called? Landlord will come and rate me because they want me to do 2 babysitting jobs. And as I said, I'm paying attention to what's going on underneath Mr. Chow here. See, now I gotta pay it again. But I do remember this. You asked them if they want to. I had better luck at this than before, but it was fun doing that. But that was all I was interested in. I'd make a ton of money, and then I'd buy up a ton of properties. I'd fix them all up. I'd rent them out to people, and then I'd just sit back and collect the money. And it was fun. And I thought that what they were going to update was the amount of homes that you could buy, fix up, and rent out. Maybe they didn't do that, or like everything else, it would be DLC, which I can't afford, so I'm never going to have DLC for that. I was also a little confused because it said on the Steam page that this game is not even like a release yet. It's still in development. I've had this game for a long time, so I don't know what they're talking about. Because I know I didn't get it for free. So yeah, I'm doing the exact same thing again, but for $7,500, I'll do it. So I was hoping I could show you like me buying a property, fixing it up really swanky, and then renting it out. That's what I was hoping to do with this video, and it didn't turn out that way. My old file apparently is gone. Well, this one was here. I just don't remember creating it. And I had, I think, maybe 1 property and 1 rental person, so I'm lost. I don't know. I don't know how it works. I wish I could remember the last time I played this game. And I think I stopped because I went into a more upscale world and I just couldn't stand any of the houses. It was like row houses with no windows. It was a very uncomfortable feeling for me, so I don't know. It was weird. I just stopped playing. But I didn't get to do anything I wanted to do, and I apologize for that. I'm very sorry. This is all that I have for you today. If I hadn't taken everything off my computer for a week to try and get it cleaned up, this is new. And I don't get it. And I watched it, and I'm like, you want me to not hit the face? You hit the face once and it's over. So that's a new little mini game. Kind of cute. Not too bad. I don't get any of that tags and what do you want? What are it's confusing. So I have to babysit. I think this is my second babysitting job. I don't even know if I'm getting money for I'm getting money for the job, but I don't understand the tasks. And I guess if you do the tasks, you get the points, and then you go into your phone and you click on buy this, buy this, buy this with your points. And I still don't know what the points are for. I have no idea. So to say I'm disappointed would be an overstatement. I'm not disappointed. I'm just beyond confused. And I don't think that makes for good videoing. I mean, I don't know what's going on, to be honest with you. I couldn't even remember how to do these critters here, those ugly bugs. But they do have the option now where you I don't know how it would work, but you can click on no bugs and no rodents or something like that. Oh, no drugs and no critters. So you don't have to see the cockroaches and the rats, and you don't have to see the drug paraphernalia, which I think is funny, but in a very horrible way. Sad way. So that was my second babysitting job. Success. Okay, so it unlocks items if I follow these guidelines on the left. Now here they want me to purchase another. I don't remember this. This is new. You have to go to an auction to get another property. Before, you just made enough money to go there, click on it, and buy it. And I don't know how I feel about this. But they want me to buy Ferry Street. And then I gotta wait for the auction to go on the market. I don't know how I feel about this one. Because even if it's a property you want, I only want to pay the minimum. I don't want to pay more than I have to. Which just means you're going to have to make a ton of money before you even decide to go in on something like this. See, now I got to pay our bills again. I don't remember having to do that either, but I could be wrong. I don't know. So I had to take out a loan to do this as well, and I'm not a big fan of loans. I did read those boxes, but I still don't get it. I was following Uncle Lenny up there. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I'm just clicking on things and it says to examine, evaluate, whatever. And nobody seems happy. Obviously, it's a rundown, crappy apartment. But I hope you enjoyed this, and I thank you for sticking with me to the end. I appreciate that. Like the video if you did. Subscribe if you're interested. Take very good care of yourselves and have a wonderful day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.